Hi students, in this video we are going to discussing about the Karnaugh map grouping and examples. In our Karnaugh map simplification method we are having the 4 steps. The first step one is first we have to find out the size of the Karnaugh map and then we have to draw the Karnaugh map for the given Boolean expression with the input and the output variables. So the next step is grouping and examples. In our Karnaugh map size of the Karnaugh map, the size will be based upon the number of variables used. We have to determine the size of the Karnaugh map with the formula will be 2 to the power of n. So we are using the 4 variables, means formula will be 2 to the power of n. So we are going to substitute n will be the number of variables used in the Boolean expressions. So 2 to the power of 4 is it's having the 16 cells in the 4 variable Karnaugh map. So after that we are going to draw the Karnaugh map for the particular given expressions. The mean terms or max terms will be marked in that particular corresponding rows and columns of the Karnaugh map. So it may be a mean terms, means it will be referred in the Karnaugh map, it will be the letter 1, or otherwise if we are going to note down the max term, means the particular cell will be filled with 0. After that we are going for the grouping. Before going for the grouping we should realize the things. So in this particular grouping we are having the some of the rules and regulations it will be most probably using. So first of all we can see the description of the K-map and the terminologies. K-map is the already known as, so it is a graphical representation and also the particular matrix consisting of the rows and columns that represents the output values of the Boolean functions. In this particular value placed in each cells are derived from the mean terms or max terms of the Boolean expressions. What is meant by mean term and max term? Mean term is a product term that contains all the functions of the variable exactly once, and also the max terms is a sum term that contains all the functions variables exactly one. Either it may be a complemented one or it may be a not complemented one in a mean term or otherwise in the max term. Now we can see the Karnaugh map. So if we are going to mention the mean term, means so we are going to place the 1 in the particular cell. We are going to mention the max term, means we are going to place a 0 in this particular cell. We are going to use the don't care condition. So in this particular cell we are going to mention it as x or otherwise d. So in this K-map are tables of the rows and columns with the entire represents with the ones or zeros of SOP and PO for the POS representations. So now we can see the simplification guidelines for the Karnaugh map. So in this particular Karnaugh map always begin with the largest group. So with the largest group means we are able to group it as a octet, or otherwise we are going to be able to group as a adjacent 8 members, means we can go for the largest group, or otherwise we are not having the any chances to group as a octet or 8 members, means we can go for the next grouping is quad. So we are going to group the 4 adjacent members, or otherwise we are not having the chances for the quad also, means we after that only we are coming for the pair. We are going to group the adjacent 2 cells. We are not having the chances to group as means we are going to leave it as a non-grouped mean term or otherwise a max term. So you can see that first we should know the type of grouping. We are having the 3 types of grouping. In our 3 types of grouping we are going to just generally grouping means we are going to group the adjacent cells, not a diagonal cells. So first we should know that. So we are going to group the adjacent cells. It may be the left cell or it may be the right one, it may be the top one or it may be the bottom one. We are not grouping a diagonal cells. So we are going to group a adjacent 2 cells, means it will be referred as a pair. We are going to group a adjacent 4 cells, means it will be referred as a quad. We are going to group a 8 adjacent cells, means it will be referred as a octet. So in this particular case grouping rules. So first in this particular case we can group only, we may group a ones or we may group a 0. We may not group a 1s and zeros. So in this particular case so it will be given in the particular side. So we are not grouping any 0 and 1s, we can group only 1 or otherwise zeros. And also the diagonals of 1s cannot be grouped, the diagonals are not acceptable. And also the elements in a group should be 2 to the power of n. So in our pair 2 to the power of n is 2 to the power of 2, we are going to group a 2, we are going to group the 2 to the power of, we are going to group a adjacent 4 cells, means it will be a quad. We don't want to group a group of 3, group of 4, we are going to, elements in a group should be in the 2 to the power of n. 2 to the power of n means we are going to substitute the n equal to 2, means we can get 2. 2 to the power of 2 will be equal to 4, 2 to the power of 1 will be equal to 2, and after that 2 to the power of 3 will be equal to 8. So we are going to group 2 or otherwise 4 or otherwise 8 or otherwise 16. So we are not grouping intermediate numbers. So now we can see that. And also the next rule is minimum groups should be formed. We are having the chance to group as a quad, and also we are having the chance to group as octet, means we can give the preference for the largest group, largest number of group. So after that we can come for the lower one. So and also the number of groups should be kept minimum, so minimum group should be formed. So you can see the example. So we are having the chance to group as a quad, so we can get only 2 equations. We are going to group as a pair, means we can get the 3 equation, Boolean simplified equations, so it is not at all acceptable. So we can group only the quad and we can get the 2 minimum groups. And also for the above rule, the group overlapping is applicable. We don't you can see the top rightmost example. So is there is no overlapping is in this particular grouping, but in the left hand side we are having the overlapping. So overlapping is also acceptable when the particular grouping is if we are going to overlap, so the particular group will be minimized, means at that time we can go for the overlapping. So and also the position of the cells. So we are going to say this, the leftmost cell means we are going to represent the vertical order of the 0 0, under the rightmost cell will be the 1 0 will be the vertical order, and also the topmost cell and the bottommost cell. So now we are having the same grouping under adjacent cells. What are all the things? So the K-map is considered to be a wrapped around, and also we are going to, all the sides are adjacent to each other. We are going to represent any one of the cell, means all the sides, it may be at leftmost, rightmost or topmost or bottommost, it will be refers as a adjacent. We are going to we are going to group a 2 adjacent cell, means it is known as a pair grouping. We are going to group a 4 adjacent cells, it will be referred as a quad grouping. And also we are going to group a 8 adjacent cell, means it is known as octet. So the groups can be a row, column, square or rectangle. So group of diagonal cells are not allowed. So you can see this. So it is a possibility for the pair grouping. We are having the 16 cell Carnap map, means we are having the 6 possibilities. So the particularly in this first diagram, the 2 adjacent cells are column adjacent cells are grouped. In the next one, row adjacent cells are grouped in that particular last diagram. So the corner cells are grouped. In this particular case, the topmost and the bottommost corners are grouped. And also we are having the two more cases. In this particular case, the overlapping will be allowed to group as a pair. It is the possibility for the 4 adjacent cells. If we are going to group as a leftmost, rightmost and also the corner cells, and also we are going to group a adjacent cells, it may be a rectangle, it may be a corner one also. And also if we are having the cells to group as a 8 adjacent cells, So these are all the possibilities of the A, B and C. These are all the possibilities. It may be the topmost two rows are two columns, two rows are grouped, or otherwise two rows are grouped, or otherwise the top and the bottom rows are grouped, and here also right side and left side columns are grouped, and also we are going to group it as a octet, and also using the overlapping method also it is a possibility. So then now we are going for the solving the problems. So we have seen the number of groupings. In this particular number of grouping we are having the three types of number of groupings. One is the pair, quad and then octet. We are going to group the two adjacent cell means it will be the pair, 4 adjacent cell means it will be the quad, 8 adjacent cell will be the octet. In this particular thing, now we can see the word, the canonical SOP form. The canonical means it is a standard SOP form. We are using the three variables means in the particularly in our Boolean expression, each and every min term or max term, the three variables must be presented means it is a standard SOP form. If we left any one of the variable, it cannot be presented in the min term or max term means the particular SOP form, the particular expression, it is represented as a non-standard SOP form, or otherwise non-canonical SOP form. We can let us consider the canonical SOP form. In this particular SOP form, f of a, b, c, we are using the three variables. In each you can look there that in three mean terms we are having the three variables a, b, c. So if we are not if we left any one of the variable in the particular mean term means the particular expression it can comes under the non-canonical SOP form. So how can we convert the general SOP or otherwise non-canonical SOP form to standard SOP form? So now we are going to any one of the particular variable or otherwise missing literals in each product term if any. So and then we are going to multiply with the particular and each product. So after that we are going to get the things. So and also canonical POS form, it's also the same concept. So in each max term all the literals value or otherwise variables must be presented, or otherwise it will be represented as a non-canonical POS form. And also now we can see the example for the particular thing. So we are going to convert the canonical non-canonical form into canonical form of SOP conversion. So you can see that in our expression y of ABC will be equal to a plus ABC. In first mean term we are not having the b and c, so we are going to multiply with the particular first mean term with b plus b bar and c plus c bar. We are going to multiply with the missing literals. The missing literals, it may be a b plus b bar equal to 1 as per our postulate law, and also we are going to introduce the c plus c bar will be equal to 1. So now we are going to multiply with b plus b bar and then c plus c bar, and then we are going to expand the expression, and then we are going to check the redundant mean terms, and then we are going, the redundant mean terms are the a, b, c and then a, b, c. So a, b, c plus a, b, c will be replaced with a, b, c. A plus a will be equal to a. So it will be represented as a, b, c. So after that, after writing the particular non-canonical SOP form into canonical form is. So now we are going to see the final step. So in this particular final step, each and every mean term it's having the all the variables. It may be a complemented or it may be a non-complemented one. So the same thing will be seen in the POS form. So you can see the first max term a plus b. In this particular max term the missing literal is c. The next thing, the missing literal is a. The next max term, it's the missing literal is b. So now we are going to use the same concept. In this particular thing we are going to multiply c into c bar equal to 1, and a into a bar equal to 1. So complemented will be multiplied with the non-complemented thing, it will be 1. So now we are going to expand the things, and also now we can check the redundant terms. Redundant terms means repeated terms. So a plus b plus c, it will be the repeated term. So a plus first a plus b and second a plus b, it can be replaced with a plus b plus c, and then the a plus b plus c plus c will be equal to the same thing will be repeated again. So and then it will be replaced as a plus b plus c, and then the remaining three max terms will be represented there. So and then we are going to find out the values m0, m1, m4 and m2. After that finally we are going to write down the functions in the ascending order. So now we can see the three variable Karnaugh map. It is the best example for the canonical SOP form. So now we are going to mention the fill the particular cell with the given mean terms. The given mean terms is 0, 2, 4, 5, 6. So the 0, 2, 4, 5, 6 will be filled with 1. So now we can look for the largest grouping. So we are not having the chance to group as a octet, because the most probably in our Karnaugh map we are having only 5 variables only. We must have the 8 variables to group as a octet. So in this particular case we are going to group the leftmost and rightmost rows for the to form as a quad. So we are going to form a quad. So and then we are going to find out the common variable for the particular thing. So the common variable for the particular quad grouping is the, you can say, check the leftmost input values x bar and x. So there is no common variable. We can look for the topmost variables y bar z bar, and then the rightmost is y into z bar. The z bar is the common variable. So we are going to take only the common variables from the particular grouping z bar, and also we have left the mean term 5. So we are going to group the 5 with the we are going to do the pair grouping with the 4 and 5. So now we can get the variable will be, we can check the leftmost variable. So x will be the common for the lateral value for the both the mean term, and also we can look the variable in the topmost corner y bar z bar, y bar into z. So the y bar will be the common variable. So now we can write it as x into y bar will be the final expression. The final expression will be f equal to z bar plus x into y bar, and then now we can come for the non-canonical SOP form. In this particular case, the first mean term and second mean term, it's having the missing laterals values. The first mean term, it's having the missing lateral value will be b, and then the next mean term will be the missing lateral value will be c. So it is the first mean term will be multiplied with b plus b bar, and then second mean term will be multiplied with the c plus c bar, and then we are going to expand it, and then we are going to reduce the redundant terms. After that finally we can get the max mean term values. Sigma m will be equal to 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. So now we are going to use the same concept. So now we can draw the Karnaugh map, and then we can fill the particular mean term 1, 2, 3, 5 and 7. So we are having the chance only to group as a quad. 1, 3, 5, 7 will be grouped as a quad, and then 3 and 2 will be grouped as a pair. So from the quad grouping we can get only the common variable will be c, and then from the pair grouping the common variable will be a bar and c bar. A bar and b. So the final expression will be c plus a bar and into b. So now we can go for the 4 variable Karnaugh map. We already know that in our 4 variable Karnaugh map, the leftmost it's having the a and b, the topmost it's having the c and d. So the sequence will be 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1 and 1, 0. So it is a bar, b bar, a bar, b, a, b in and a and b bar. So the same sequence will be follows for the c and d variables. So now we are going to mark the given Boolean expressions a bar into b A bar into B into C bar into D. So now we can say write down the thing, and then we are going to mark the A bar, B, C bar, D, and then we can mark all the mean terms in the particular Karnaugh map, and then we are going to look for the grouping. So we are having the chances to group as a quad and then pair, and also we are having the one more variable, it cannot be grouped with anyone, so it will be left as it is. So the three variable A bar, B bar, two variable A bar, B bar, C, D bar, it will be kept as it is. It cannot be grouped with any adjacent cells. We are not having the chance to group as a pair or otherwise quad. So and also we are having the chances to group as a quad in this particular case. So we can finally get the value will be B into C bar will be the final simplified mean term for the particular quad grouping. We can get the A into C bar into D for the particular pair grouping. In this particular pair grouping, we can check the leftmost input variables. Input variables is A, B and A into B bar. So A will be the common letter, and also we are going to look the topmost variable value C bar into D. So C bar into D will be the common variable. So now we can write it as A into C bar into D. It is a 4 variable Karnaugh map with the canonical form. Now we can see the non-canonical form. We are using the same concept. So first we can look for that. So we can look the given expression. It's having the 4 variables. The first mean term it's having the missing literal is D. The next mean term is it's having the mean term will be A. Missing literal value will be A. The third mean term it's having all the variables. The fourth mean term it's having the missing literal is D. So we are going to multiply with the missing literals of the product of the sum terms D and D plus D bar, A plus A bar, and also D plus 2. And then we can find out the sigma m equal to 0, 1, 2, 6, 8, 9, 10. After that we are going to mark the particular mean term in the Karnaugh map. So the particular cell will be 0, 1, 2, 6, 8, 9, 10. It will be filled with 1. Now we can go for the, now we can look for the grouping concept. So now we can see that, so that first row 2 columns, under topmost under the bottommost 2 columns it can form a quad grouping, and also the foremost corners of the left and right and the bottom and the top, the foremost corners can form a another one more quad grouping, and also we are having the one more thing, the value 6 will be paired with 2. So we are having the 3 grouping, we are having the chance to group as a 2 quad grouping, and also we are going to a single pair grouping. In this particular case we are having the 0, 1 and 8 and 9 will be grouped as a quad, and then we can get the common variable will be B bar and C bar, and also now we are going to group the quad, second group will be 0, 2 and 9, 8 and 9, it will be B bar into D bar, and also the pair grouping it's having the common variable will be A bar into C into D bar. So now we can go for the 3 variable Karnaugh map examples. 3 variable Karnaugh map examples, we are having the same concept of the thing, and also it is the 3 variable canonical POS form. It is a plus B plus C bar, it's having the max terms. So now we can see the max terms values. The max term value will be M0, M1, M3, M4 and M7. So we are going to fill the particular max term cell with the zeros. So we can fill the cell 0, 1, 3, 4, 7 with 0. After that we are having the chance to group as a quad, so we can look for that. So we are not having the chance to group as a quad, so we are going for the pair grouping. So we are going for the pair grouping means we can group as a 0 and 4 will be grouped as a pair, and also 1 and 3 will be grouped as a pair, and also 3 and 7 will be grouped as a one more pair. And also we can see the things, and also we can take only the common variables for each pair. So it will be b bar, c bar, b, c and a bar into c. So these are all the common variables, only it will be taken only for the SOP form. So y bar value will be equal to, in this particular case y bar value will be equal to, directly we can write it as b bar c bar bc plus bc into a bar into c. Now we have to look for the value for the y. Y will be equal to y double bar. Y double bar will be referred as y. So the total variables will be referred as it will be complemented. So using the De Morgan's law, we are going to change the value b bar into c, the whole bar equal to b bar b double bar plus c double bar. So it will be referred as b plus c. So we don't want to write down like that, so we can write down as it like this also, or otherwise we can just take the variables, and also we have to complement the particular variable and write down the final expression. The final expression, the for first grouping we are having the variables as b bar and c bar, so we can write down the y will be equal to, so we can complement the particular variable. B bar will be complemented is b, the c bar complement is c, so it will be written as b plus c. You can directly write down like this. We don't want to write down the in middle steps, or otherwise we can write down the things and then we can see the final expressions. So it will be for the canonical, and also we are having the 4 variable canonical form. In this particular case we are having the mean term value will be 12, sorry mean term values are 0, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14 and 15. So we are going to fill the particular cell 0, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15 with 0. We don't want to fill the ones, we can fill the particular 0. And also we are going to look for the particular we can look for the octet grouping. So we are not having the chance to group as a octet because we are not having the 8 adjacent zeros. So we are having 4 adjacent zeros, so we are going to group as a in the rectangle, and also we are going to group as a square. So we can get the 2 grouping. So in this particular 2 quad grouping we can get the BC and AB, and then one more pair will be 0 and 8 will be grouped as a pair, and then we can get the formula will we can get the common variable is b bar, c bar, d bar. So the final expression will be the b bar, c bar, d bar will be complemented and then written as it is b plus c plus d, and then into a bar into b bar into a bar plus b bar into b bar plus c bar. It will be the final 4 variable Karnaugh map simplification using the POS form. The final expression will be looks like this. So we are having the one more 5 variable. In this particular 5 variable we are going to take a equal to 0 and a equal to 1. So we are going to the remaining values are b, c, d and e. So we are going to draw the same thing, and also we are going to write it as a equal to 0 and a equal to, this will be the Karnaugh 5 variable Karnaugh map, and also we are going to group it as it is. So we are having in this particular grouping we are going to group as a adjacent rows, we are going to group as a adjacent columns, we are going to group as a adjacent groups, we are going to group as a adjacent cell. If we are going to group as a adjacent columns means we are going to take only the common variables in the leftmost and rightmost. We don't want to bother about a. We are going to group as a adjacent columns in the A0 in the same Karnaugh leftmost Karnaugh map and rightmost Karnaugh map. We are having the adjacent columns means we are going to take only the common variables, or otherwise we are not having such a possibility means we are going to add the value of the A. So we are having the chances to group as a adjacent column, adjacent row, adjacent cell, adjacent group and adjacent cells. Now we can see the one of the problem. In this particular problem we are going to mark the mean terms 0, 2, 4, 6, 9, 11 and 13 and 15. These are all the values will be filled in the leftmost corner pub. The remaining values 17, 21, 25, 27, 29 and 31 will be filled in the rightmost corner pub. It's having the values of B and it's having the input values of B, C, D, E will be more or less same for the both the corner map. Leftmost corner map it's having the value of the A will be equal to 0. The rightmost corner map it's having the value of the A will equal to 1. So we can look for the particular corner map. We are having the one of the adjacent group. We are having the adjacent group means in the both the 16 cell corner maps having the same grouping. So we don't worry about the A value. So now we can see the B and E. So it is the common variable for the both the grouping. So we are going to write it in the final expression. And also we are going to look for the in the leftmost corner of map we are having only the one quad grouping. So in this particular one quad grouping we are the same quad grouping is not available in the rightmost corner of map. So we have to the common variable, and also we are going to particular left side corner of map A value also A bar into B bar into E bar, and also write down the same things for next thing also, right? So you can see the things. So we can it will be the final corner of map grouping for the 5 variable. If you are interested you can in this 5 variable corner map, this will be the things. And also if you are interested you can in the further related topics you can subscribe in this particular. Thank you.